Morning everyone. Yes, this is new to me. It's early, so I need to start this car, sneak out the garage before all my neighbours want to string me up. As you've probably guessed, I'm one of those people who is having a go at YouTube. I appreciate that you probably can't see me too well. You have to bear with me, unfortunately. Like I said, I'm quite new to this. Straight away, just pulled out in front of him. Didn't even know he was there. Sorry. Anyway, so it's 6 AM. Set off to go to my final car show of the year, 2019, 17, 19. Off to meet a guy called John Chambers at Carlisle. He also has an F-Type. We'll go from Carlisle over to Newcastle, through Newcastle to Whitley Bay, and hopefully meet some friends over there for our final car show. I'm guessing after the opening little footages and photographs, you'd obviously watch YouTube, and you will recognise this car. Yes, you're right. It was Sam's from Seen Through Glass. Sorry, Seen Through Glass. Sorry, Sam. I bought this 12 months ago, pretty much to the day. It's my little video, and you never know. I may do future ones, or this may be it. I might not do any more. You guys might tell me you're absolutely garbage. Just stick to driving it and don't publicise anything. I just want to tell you my version of what I think of an F-Type, an F-Type R. And would I recommend one? After having it for 12 months. I must admit, I haven't done many miles in it. I think in the last 12 months I've probably done 3,000. That's probably being generous, to be fair. So, as I drive across to meet John, and then we drive across to Newcastle, I think the things you'll no doubt say, well, we already know that. And I'd like to think there's a couple of things in there that you probably never realised, or you've asked the question yourself and no one's out there who's actually answered it. First thing I really need to tell you about is if you decide to do any, and I mean any, modifications to your car, you have to tell your insurance. It's a personal choice, it's entirely up to you. Because this car is so widely well known, when I've rang insurance companies, they've asked what car I have. I've always had some young guy or young girl on the other end of the phone. I've mentioned whose car this is, and they've known whose car it was, they've known what the car was, they've known what modifications it had. So I had no choice but to declare pretty much everything. Now, declaring everything on this car, the front splitters, the rear spoiler, the quicksilver exhaust, endorsements, no convictions, no nothing. Totally clean. 10 years, no claims. I'm as honest as the day is long when it comes to car insurance. And it still cost me nearly 900 quid. 900 quid? What? I'm not 18. And I've seen young lads driving, not necessarily an F-Type R, but I've seen them driving F-Types. And I've thought, how on earth? How could you do that? You must throw all of your salary into running your car. And maybe that's what you do when you're young. So that is really important. Don't fall in love with the car. Get an insurance quote before you even think about handing any sort of deal across. Doing any deal, I mean, or handing any money. And I have to say, fuel. When I bought the car, I thought my hand would always be in my pocket. Always. Could be further from the truth, to be fair. I get mid-20s. Yeah. I'm going to be fair and say mid-20s. Just plodding around in normal drive mode, not in sport mode, certainly not in dynamic mode. But where I live in the Lake District, you don't need those settings. It's not often you can use those settings. Oh, I like my dice. Yeah, okay. I may take them off. No. They're going to stay. So yeah, fuel, not a problem. It's the least of my worries. It may be on the top of your list, but it certainly isn't on top of mine. I went to visit a friend, I went to visit my uncle down in North London, and I got 37 miles of gallon out of a V8. So that's definitely a positive. Another one. fair. It doesn't vibrate all the time. A little shouting kicks in. Yeah, it doesn't shout all the time. Sorry, it doesn't vibrate all the time. But sometimes when you just want to plod away and you're cruising along and you can keep that exhaust under control, it doesn't overshadow everything, and you want to listen to some music. Some of the songs, not a problem. Some of the songs you have to skip because it just vibrates, especially in the back on this whatever it is, bulkhead thingy. Oh, it just does your head. And I've tried to alter the volume and alter the settings. I've done all sorts, and a good friend of mine, he's done all sorts. He knows his stuff about that, and he's just said no. Now there is a fix which Jaguar, if you're still under warranty, will do. Like most of us, I guess, you'll buy an older one. I'm not into lease and finance and stuff like that, so I was quite happy to purchase this one. Yeah, that is a negative. Yeah, it's a negative. So this car I purchased from Redline. Redline is in Knaresborough near Harrogate. And this car wasn't cheap for me, and it isn't cheap full stop. I purchased the car, didn't even see it, just seen a photograph, knew what the car was, crossed my fingers it had been looked after. Rang up, done the deal over the phone. I said I would come pick it up that weekend. What I wasn't expecting was when I got to Redline, this car and cars similar to this price are just bargain basement. It's just like buying a Mondeo, and no disrespect to it, a Mondeo. It's just like buying a Mondeo. The cars down there, unbelievable. Ferraris, Lambos, Bentleys, you name it, they're there. Bugatti Veyros. So, if you've never been to Redline, you have to go. Even if you're just going for a day out, you need to go and sample what it's like. It's absolutely fantastic. And I don't just mean there's 2 or 3 cars. There's a whole showroom full of these things. Shout. 50 mile an hour. Honestly, there's no hiding from a car like this. There's no hiding from a car with an exhaust like this. If your intention is to drive fast everywhere, under the radar, do not modify your car, because you might as well just have a flag on the roof saying, hey, look at me, here I am. In fact, you can hear yourself. People can hear me coming from miles away. But I wouldn't take it off. Honestly, I wouldn't take it off. I certainly wouldn't put one on if I never had one on. But now it's on. No, I wouldn't take it off. So, one other thing. There's quite a few forums out there for F-Type. So again, if you think about buying an F-Type, any kind of F-Type, I would suggest going onto the forums and asking for people's opinion, positives and negatives. And one negative that seems got a bit of bling. I've painted gold. So this has had 2 days worth of treatment, and it's pretty much, touch wood, it's pretty much okay. No issues. I will keep an eye on it once a year, stick on the lift, have a quick look. If it needs tread, stone chips, etc., then I'll quickly do that, but it certainly won't take 2 days. Probably take an hour or two. So that's one thing you need to have a look at. One thing I didn't know, and I've had this 12 months, is the stick shift. You can actually change gear with this going up and down. I didn't know until John, who is in front of us now, until he told me. I just thought it was the paddles or automatic. I've never had an automatic before, so don't start laughing. This is all new to me. So another thing that, again, I'm just really nitpicking here. If you're happy to drive with just one hand, I know you shouldn't, but sometimes you do. If you're happy to drive one hand, then if it's the right, fine. You can rest your arm on there, it's not a problem. After a while, you'll want to swap. So, you'll change to your left. Now, where do you put your left? You normally put it on top of your window or on top of the sill. It's just too high. I'm 5'10". Look at this. Ideally, it's there. You know, you've got your armrest, I suppose, there. It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel natural. You want to put it there. That's what you want. And I think on most of